Hey, it's MK, and I am back with Baby Got Scraps. And today I am doing a pretty fun layout of a foodie place that we enjoy going to when we go and visit the Hogle Zoo. It is called the Beastro. And I played with my Cricut a little bit, and I cut out this lion head that I thought was adorable about 5 times, and then glued it together so I had chipboard-like pieces. Also pulled out some I don't know, labels from Simple Stories, a couple more chipboard pieces that I got at a dollar store I visited, some tickets that I don't know where I received those at. I also have a punch out leaf that I believe was from a paper pumpkin kit a while ago, some black and craft pieces from a Close to My Heart kit, compliment kit a while ago as well, some cut apart labels that were a part of a my 10 things stuff, and I just started using them for the color. I did pick out a title that I will not end up using at all, as well as a couple other stickers. I have this gorgeous cocoa vanilla rainbow paper that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with just yet. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do at all at this moment. This is another Close to My Heart paper that I just have, well, it's all scraps because that's the name of the game, right? A branding strip from Chamel's Field Trip paper. This is another Close to My Heart paper from a million moons ago, trust me. Some more of that Cocoa Vanilla Gorgeous. Now, this is from the Legendary line, in case you guys are curious. This one here is from the Delish line, which is a photo play paper pack. And then, of course, oh my gosh, you guys, I put in this October afternoon. Oh, isn't it pretty? And it just feels so good. You guys, I can't get rid of my October afternoon. Really, I want them back, like bad. I don't know, it's like a fangirl moment. So I'm also using a piece of white cardstock that I used in my Cricut machine as another base because I plan on covering up the whole thing. Now, once I finally decide which way I want my papers to go, I decided to use my October afternoon for my photo mats on 2 of the pieces, only because I did not want to cut out a 4x3 piece of scrap from my October afternoon piece. I kind of sort of wanted to leave it as a 12-inch piece. What for? I don't know. I'm having anxiety issues just by cutting into it, you guys. The struggle is real. Once you find a line that you absolutely love or that is totally your style, you have a hard time letting go until you find something to replace it. And so far, nothing has replaced October afternoon. So I'm still having issues. I'm talking to a therapist, I promise. Bring back October afternoon so I can get back to, reality. All right, I went ahead and I cut apart one of my, that branding strip. I just took all the stars off that weren't like full-size stars. And I don't know what the purpose of that was, but I think I was just kind of going for a wonky border rather than a straight across border. I think that's the only thing. Then I went ahead and cut into that rainbow paper just to go ahead and mat my other photo because I can't have a photo that's not matted on my layout. It's just a thing. I don't know what my issue is. Having a little bit of ATG trouble this morning. I promise I will get it fixed, but for some reason it just does. I don't think I'm pushing hard enough. To be honest. And I don't know what's up with that, but I figured it out eventually and get it to go, but I waste a lot of tape trying to get it to go. Yes, so I'm going to go ahead and glue my background pieces together to get this layout going. I did have to step away and take a break because of the fact that I just wasn't liking where it was going. Like I didn't like how I had my 3 photos at the beginning. So I stepped away for a little bit to wrap my head around it. kind of take a different angle at it. And when I came back, I was like, already had a plan. I was like, oh yeah, that's going to be perfect. Let's see if it works. So I'm going to take my star border that, like I said, anything that wasn't a full star, I went ahead and I cut off. I wasn't trying to be perfect at cutting anything off because I wasn't really sure how much of this border is really going to be seen once I'm done putting everything on the layout. So I tried to do like an L shape going on with my photos, and I decided I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and just have them up and down. Now, for some reason, my photos they're weird. I don't know how to describe them. These are, I don't know if I printed these at home or if they are from, I order mine from Walmart. Just walmart.com is where I get my photos, you guys. I'm not, I don't like spending a lot of money on my photos, to be honest. That's the God honest truth. So when it comes to quality and color, I'm not going to order from 6 different companies to see which one I like the best. I just am not going to do that. So I just go to walmart.com and order them. And then, of course, the more that you place at one time, the cheaper they are. I think I get mine for like 15 cents a piece. Because I usually order a year set in one. So come February, I will order my 2021 photos so that way I can start making my 2021 album. All right. Anyways, with that being said, these photos just seemed sticky to me. And so I was using my sleeve to try and rub off whatever I felt was on them, even though there might not have been nothing on them. I just felt like there was. So rubbed it off and now it's just fine. I can move on with my life. All right. Decided that I was going to put some greenery around my photo, which I'm actually going to use as my title instead of having the layout say Beastro twice. I didn't like that. I didn't care for it being the same thing twice. Didn't know what else I was going to say. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to use the photo as my title and kind of accent it or make it stick out. And so I thought the best way to do that is have it stuck behind a whole bunch of leaves, like on a bed of leaves type of thing. Or like it's in the jungle or however that is supposed to play out. I'm not sure. It's all in my brain and gosh knows what else is in there. So anyways, I also decided that my lion head kind of needed a face, and I decided to use an orange piece of this striped piece or this rainbow piece. I decided to use the orange section so that way the lion kind of had a little bit of color, but I liked the fact that it wasn't a solid color. I really do like how this ends up turning out until I go put the eyes on and I accidentally put one in place and then it shifted. I don't know how it did that. I didn't bump it. I didn't do anything. It just almost like the air caught it or something and shifted. I couldn't get the glue off the paper. So now I have a little tear in the paper and it's driving me nuts. I cannot move forward until I fix my lion head. No, I cannot. Well, actually, I did put this label down right here. Yes. Just to try and use it up. I thought it was great how the leaf covers up the number on that to where I didn't have to take it off. But here's where the lion head is bothering me. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that piece that I put on, find another section of the orange that I like, and there's my lion head. So now also to give it a little bit more of a 3D look, I decided to go ahead and ink the edges, and then very, very gently, I'm going to go through and try and at least darken the edges of the eyes and the nose and the mouth. And all I'm doing is just putting my sponge very, very lightly on the edges of all of those elements and just kind of rubbing it over. So it's just barely touching it because I did not want to mess up that striped piece again because it was my last little orange section of that striped piece. All right, I'm going to throw up a couple banners. I thought that I would do another little accent on top of the striped section and leave all that wood grain, or it looks kind of more like a carving board. I really liked that because of the fact that in the photo, it's mostly of a carving board, and they're taking this ginormous sandwich and cutting it into 6 different sandwiches, which in our brain, we only had to buy one sandwich and we got 6 mouths to feed. So one sandwich fed the whole family, and it was just like amazing. And we were just so impressed with this, and we wanted to remember it and try to see if we can't find bread like this at home and recreate this sandwich at home, because it was just the perfect sized sandwich for our entire family. And so anyways, we thought it was perfect, 6 mouths to feed. So anyways, that's why this particular layout is getting lots of love and attention from us, is because this bistro is a place that we try to go and visit every time we go to the zoo, because of how it's almost like it's family oriented. They know that there's a lot of mouths to feed, and so they try to get it all in one type of deal. Or there's also another one that is a buffet, and it's kind of cool because they understand that sometimes kids don't eat the entire buffet, and so it's under a certain amount of age, you get to go through the buffet for free. So I thought that was pretty cool as well, because I used to just dread buffets, paying $12 for a teeny tiny little mouth, and she eats 3 chicken wings. I mean, that was the struggle, you guys. And so when we find restaurants that understand kids and think about kids, we do tend to visit them a lot more than the restaurants that are just out there to make money. So anyways, oh my gosh, I decided to accent on top of the stripes just to basically tone them down. That was my whole thought process right there, is I thought that the stripes were kind of, I liked the color of them, but I felt like they were distracting. And so I wanted to tone them down. So I just did this pretty huge banner type of deal going on for no purpose whatsoever. I just thought that it was pretty and I needed something to tone down the stripes. That's it. I'm going to use the carving paper that's down on the bottom left to put my journaling down on, because like I said, we are mindful of restaurants that understand kids and the fact that, sometimes they don't eat a lot. And so one of our other favorite restaurants used to be this Italian restaurant, and they used to have a kids menu that everything was $3, and that was it. And the menu, the meals were all like kid-friendly noodle meals. And it just was super cool because it wasn't like 4 noodles and here's your kid's meal, because, $3 isn't a lot of money for anything. It was just about as much as what an adult meal was going to get, but it was the price for the child. And it was just perfect for us. And it made going out to eat a little bit more affordable when we were in town, and in our own hometown and wanted to go out to eat. So anyways, I'm not sure if you guys have areas like that are a little bit more kid friendly than just trying to make money. We also had a Denny's in our area where anything after 5 p.m. kids ate for free, no matter what day. And we sought things out like that just because of the fact that we have a lot of mouths to feed, and so for us to go out to eat, it's either a special occasion or family in town or something like that, because we just couldn't afford it. Yeah, and not at all adult prices. There's just no way. So anyways, that's my spiel. Oh my gosh, woe is me. But I did have a lot of fun with this layout once I figured out the direction that I was going to go. Like I said, my first thought process and direction I didn't like, I wasn't happy with. I stopped for a while and came back to it the very next day. And then all of a sudden it just like kicked in, and I absolutely loved everything that I started to do on this layout. I did get my extra leaves that I did not show at the very beginning of the layout. Those were punched using a Creative Memories like tropical leaf punch out of that neon green paper that I created using some sort of, what are they called? Brusho crystals. Yeah. One of these days I'll show you guys how I made that paper eventually, as soon as I remember how I made that paper. All right. Thank you so much for watching me today, you guys. And be sure to check out everyone else that is playing along with Baby Got Scraps this month. We are going on for 30 days in January, so I should be playing along until January 30th. I have been having a blast lately, you guys. My scraps are getting used up. I absolutely love it. And if you guys are playing along and don't have a YouTube channel, I would love to see what you guys are doing with your scraps as well, because I feel like we all feed off of each other. I think that that is a great family that we all have going on, or a community that we have going on, is the sharing and the teaching and the learning and all that stuff. So be sure to tag me if you guys are on social media, and that way I can see what you guys are doing too. All right, thank you so much, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.